Week 4 discussion. This week's reflection, I chose to focus on chapter 5. This chapter really stood out to me because it explores nihilism, which is really interesting. One idea that really caught my attention was the statement, "We alone make values." Are our values valuable? By what standard? Only our own? What struck me most is the idea that there are values, but no ultimate value. Each person can create their own values, but that doesn't mean they align with others or that they have any lasting meaning. For example, Sir points out from the nihilist view, suicide is one act, but it does not follow as any more appropriate than going to a Walt Disney movie. That line really made me stop and think differently about what it means for life to have no inherent meaning at all. To a nihilist, life seems to be more about living and letting others live without the constraints of conformity or outside expectations. This raises a question I'd like to put up to the group. If nihilism is true, how does it move forward? It seems to me the result of a nihilist worldview could mean everything or nothing, but what would push someone who believes that there's no real value to strive to be their best self? Personally, I find myself struggling to see how naturalism or nihilism hold up when you really start exploring them deeply. I think back to my childhood and hearing elders speak about those who didn't feel the spirit or believe in the Creator, and that really connected with this week's reading. It reminded me that worldviews shape not only how we think, but also how we live day to day. Overall, I think chapter 5 really pushed me to think about the possibility of the world being valueless and what that would mean for how we live. I'm looking forward to hearing thoughts on what you guys think and what you got out of it. Nihilism is just such an interesting thing. I have a hard time with the no value for anybody, for each their own, and that being a realistic worldview to drive you in a forward propelling motion. Have a good week, guys.